When you reach Denali, you've reached King of the Hill. Right here, 2023 GMC Canyon, all new model from top to bottom. You get the refresh of this Canyon Denali, new grille, very similar to what we see over on the Big Brother Sierra. But as you can see, a little bit of the style distinctions. Obviously, they come up with this new Canyon daytime running lamp. Instead of having the traditional C shape, they have this dissected, so you kind of get two lights that kind of act as one. Lower in the front fascia is the headlights, and everything you get with a Denali, with any Canyon really, is the LED headlamps. But first and foremost, I'm gonna go over a lot of the things that you're gonna get with this one, because in my opinion, Denali now means something with this Canyon. Now there's no mistaking that this is the Denali. Obviously it's got the big, bold, bright chrome grille, and on the black it kind of stands out a little bit, but just like any other of these Canyons that we've seen, you get this wider stance and it stands a little bit taller, because you can tell, just look how much of the tire is exposed with this bumper. Definitely got some truck-like look. And also, and you can see under here the tow recovery hooks, they're kind of blended in a little deep. Unlike on the Sierra, they're kind of chrome and stand out a little more out front, which looks out really cool. The side profile, you get these unique wheels. These are some 20-inch aluminum wheels. Those are specific to the Denali trim. And then, as I've pointed out on a couple of other videos, GMC is going with this little bit more of a definite fender flare that comes on. If I look at it real close, you can see it says GMC right in the reflective, so that kind of lights up as at your daytime, your evening lamps. And then chrome handles, chrome mirror caps, chrome running boards, and then obviously a 5-foot box. We've talked about this before, where you only get one cab configuration. When I open the tailgate, kind of comes in through here. It's gets spray in bed liner, says Denali all the way across the top. And then somebody else pointed this out. You got a measuring tape that comes in through here right to 48 inches. I guess that's if you got a 4-foot fish, you can measure it right there. And then also I've seen this here, you got a little, just in case, you move these to the side and you just kind of open this up, and that's a little storage unit that you have inside the tailgate. Just a great use of extra space. And the other aspect about these things, they've built this right into the tailgate, and as this little this wire, this cable comes across, it kind of creates more of a shelf. So you can see it kind of gives you a resting area that if you needed more room than your 5-foot bed, and it's all the exact same height as where your wheel wells are, so you create this little shelf all in through here. But now let's get to the inside, because this is where I'm really impressed with a few things. When you look in through here, just on the door panel, you can tell they've spent some time, money, and effort just to make it a little bit. Quilting just seems to be the name of the game when it comes down to Denali, because you get a quilt here, you get some wood grain that comes in, and then obviously these little side bolsters right in through here. That's part of the package. Memory seats with easy exit, that's part of this Denali package as well. And come over onto the side, Denali is stitched right into the back of the seat. Normally we've seen it up in through here, but it's here. But again, quilting that comes along to the side, and again over here, right, what looks really cool. And then as I jump into the cockpit, now, first things first, gigantic, and I mean gigantic compared to our previous generation. You got 11 inches of infotainment system, navigation system that will come in through here. Now I know there's going to be some people that are very, screen envy, because there's going to be people walking around with a Yukon that only has, a 10-inch screen, and now all of a sudden the Canyon's got 11-inch screens. Like, man, oh man, people are going to get, worried. But you can see in through here, you got dual zone climate control. Right? Cooled seats that are already on, heated seats that will come in through here, other little toggles as far as where you want your fan to blow, and then where if you want it to big fan, little fan, and all your extras. Now you get some other toggles that comes down in here, all 4 windows, auto stop, on off, lane departure warning, and then auxiliaries. You can see in through here this camouflage. Rubber is for your wireless charging, which is cool. Kind of fits modern day phones. That's a big upgrade from the previous generation. Obviously you can see USB, USB-C right there, quick and easy. Now the other aspect that we've talked about, they've moved the gear selector a little over to the right. Not that big of a deal if you do like to drive and hold on to it. It's there. You got your mode selector, 2 things all at once. One is if you're gets closer. 2 high, 4 high, auto, and 4 low. So I'm looking over here on this side. Right now, we're in 2-wheel drive. But if I push this button, now I can go into 4 high and it'll do the switch. I can hear the gear selected and it's making that switch for you. If you go, you know, not so much in the spring, but definitely in inclement weather, you can go into auto and you can see how it changes right in through here. Now we have this drive mode select. If you turn this to the right, you have different selections. So you can see in through here through the reflection. Right now we're in normal. Turn it to the right, we go off-road. Obviously that's going to tighten up the suspension, get a little more traction control sensitivity. Turn it one more to the right, there's your tow haul mode, and you get your menu select that comes down in through here. Turn it one more time and now we're in terrain. There's probably a little bit more of inclement weather where you wanted to have again a little bit more traction control, and then back to normal. Now the other aspect that I've noticed is this digital information center for the driver. Push this button and you kind of have a different view of what you want to see as you're driving. 3 different areas, right? Because this is a bigger touchscreen as opposed to something that was available on the AT4. It's all digital and it's more, or 3 different areas. Now I'm not going to go into all the different areas, but as you push this button, you kind of have different layouts of what do you want, what do you see. Well, you can have your maps right here, checking in there. Also, you got your pitch and roll and compass that will come in, right? Looks pretty cool, and that's obviously a minimalistic view. More aspects, you know, heated steering wheel on the steering wheel. What a concept. And also, if you didn't see it before, I'm going to do a quick little flip. It's got a sunroof. That was never available in a Canyon before. Now it's available right here in a Denali. And also you can see it's flashing for you, but it's not for me, but that's your heads-up display with this Denali. And also part of this, you know, gigantic display allows us to have surround vision. So you can see over here, I do have my view. Right now I'm actually looking, there's Delesh walking behind us. So as I'm gonna back into this parking space, it actually gives me a better view if I'm gonna hit anything in my way. I may have just got distracted just because the mirror actually went down as I was reversing. So if I put it back into drive, that'll tilt itself back up. Now coming around to your back passenger area, now it's brand new. We haven't done the PDI yet, but you can see more quilting that will come in through here. And then obviously you got your leather. Also available is a rear sliding window. It is not manual from the, or sorry, power from the front. You just kind of give it a little squeeze in through there, which works out, you know, do it when you want, not bad. All right, let's pop the hood. Okay, if you haven't heard already, every single Canyon gets this 2.7 liter turbo 4-cylinder. Numbers wise, it's a torque powerhouse because you got 430 pound-feet of torque with a high output and 310 horsepower, which works out really, really well to move this vehicle. I pointed this out before, but General Motors never went and put their cheat sheet as far as towing capacity numbers right in through here. However, we still have the other pertinent information, but which was kind of remarkable. On this particular truck, you can see it carries 1,308 pounds or 593 kilograms on this mid-sized truck. So there you have it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, please subscribe to my YouTube channel where you get more reviews, more talks, and my thoughts on the automotive industry.